We're definitely in the era of budget smartphones that hold their own, but with the CMF Phone 2 Pro from nothing, how does this stack up against the competition? Let's talk about it. So with this new phone from nothing, we have a pretty similar design to the original CMF phone launch, but with some light design modifications and some new features. It's still got this like industrial kind of look to it with metal screws, and it does support modular accessories and a new universal backplate system. But let's get everything out there on the table first. This phone is made of plastic. Is that a bad thing? No, don't panic. I mean, they do try to make this look like glass on the back, which is whatever, but I think overall the phone is sturdy. It doesn't have quite the same heft as, let's say, the Nothing Phone 3A Pro, but this is still great. It's also 7.8 millimeters thin and packs IP54 dust and water resistance. Overall though, the phone, it feels fine. It's not cheap, it's not premium, it's kind of right in the middle, and it's perfectly acceptable. Around the front side, we have a 6.77-inch Full HD Plus AMOLED display at 120 Hz with a peak brightness of 3000 nits. And really, the display here looks great. Colors are accurate, the blacks are nice. The bezels are a little bit bigger than you would see on traditional flagships these days, but that's really not a big deal. Now, driving that display and everything else for that matter is the MediaTek Dimensity 7300 Pro with 8 GB of RAM. Now, the base model has 128 GB of storage, and we also do have up to 2 TB of micro SD card expansion, which is great. Is it the fastest phone on the market? No, but honestly, it's definitely good enough, if you can even say that about a smartphone in 2025. I mean, honestly, the chips are getting cost efficient, the prices are coming down, and I'm not surprised at the price to performance ratio that you're getting here, but don't be surprised if you have the occasional hiccup here or there, because you will see that at this level. Nothing unmanageable though. I have ran into a couple UI glitches and just a quick occasional stutter, but out of the box, this phone is butter. This phone is running Android 15 with Nothing OS 3.2 on top and a promised 3 years of Android updates and 6 years of security updates. Nothing OS is fantastic. I've had experience with it before on some of their other phones, and really it gets everything right in every department. It's very minimal, lightweight, and there are some cool features that come along with it that you might like, such as the Essential key. Press it once to take a screenshot and add a note, press and hold to take a screenshot and record an audio memo, or press it twice to launch your Essential space. So the Essential space just holds all these snippets that you've stored. Personally, it's not super useful to me, and I accidentally hit the Essential key a lot, so it kind of gets annoying, but it's a cool feature for those that'll use it. We also do have a new privacy space, which is a locked space of your app drawer that you can store files, images, and apps locked away in a separate section that only you can get into. Overall, the software is loaded with a bunch of cool features, but nothing does keep it minimal, and I definitely appreciate that, but I would love to know your thoughts on the software experience in the comments. The CMF Phone 2 Pro packs a triple camera system on the back. We have a 50 megapixel main sensor, we have a 50 megapixel telephoto camera, and an 8 megapixel ultra-wide sensor. And really, this is your run-of-the-mill smartphone camera package, but in no way is that discounting it. However, the system is not without its trade-offs. We are lacking optical image stabilization here and the ability to take macro photos. I didn't see any surprises though with the cameras, and really, that's a good thing. Photos from the main sensor and telephoto are clean and look true to life, but obviously good is subjective, so I'll be sure to link a full gallery in the description for you. But for budget phone territory, this definitely performs, and coming from just having tested and reviewed the Nothing Phone 3A Pro, it's nice to have the quality translate over to this budget offering. Obviously, the 8 megapixel ultra wide lacks a little bit of detail and clarity compared to the main sensor, but it's nothing that you should hesitate on this for. Low light performance is moderate to good. I did notice the camera struggling a bit to focus in low light close distance situations, but when it locks in, it's usually good. But it is a minor annoyance to me, and hopefully it's something that software can fix. Though low light and indoor photos hold their own in most situations. Again, I'm not like blown away by the price to performance ratio here, but I'm perfectly satisfied if this camera were my permanent daily driver. But I would love to know and hear your thoughts about the camera performance in the comments section. Oh, and let's not forget, we do have 4K video recording here, and there is a 16 megapixel selfie shooter, so perfectly good enough for all your photos. So after a long day of using the phone with the camera features and everything else, how does the battery perform? Well, inside we have a 5,000 milliamp hour battery, which we love to see. And you get 33 watt fast wired charging, which is fantastic. I mean, will it last you throughout the day? Yes, very, very much so. Can you kill it easily? Sure, but it's not any different than any other optimal smartphone out there in 2025. I haven't noticed anything major that screams to me that this is going to be a battery life hog, even after only using it for a brief period of time. I've been totally good with everything in the power department, and just like everything else here, nothing shocking, but also extremely satisfying at the same time. So what do we really have here? I mean, it's lacking optical image stabilization, there's no macro capabilities, it doesn't have a higher IP rating, it lacks wireless charging, and it's plastic. But it has pretty much everything else. And the things that it's missing or that it lacks in terms of feature set can mostly be overlooked, especially for what you pay here. Considering this will set you back $279 in the US beta program or 219 pounds for the 128GB variant. But at the end of the day, if you're not trying to spend flagship money and you don't want to be left behind with a slow phone, this right here is a really great compromise.